And with that, we should be live. Hello again, everyone, and welcome to another installment of Jump King. Now, speaking of kings, some world events have happened, and, yeah, I notably do not live in the UK, so I don't exactly think I'm qualified to speak, but, either way, history will, forever be changed after the events of the past, 2 or 3 days.
Well, history itself won't be changed because history hadn't been written yet.
Well, now it has.
Yes, but for it to be changed, there would have to be some sort of time travel involved.
Are you telling me that this doesn't imply some kind of time travel?
As far as we're concerned, no.
Fine.
Now, there may very well be some time travel involved, but as far as our perceptions allow...
Fair enough, I suppose. Alright. Before I get started, I need to put my fan in my window because it is, hot. I'll be right back. Alright, I return. Y'all know what time it is.
Time to lay down on the floor in the fetal position and cry?
Yes, because it's time to play Jump King.
So a normal Friday.
Yes.
And every day.
Average Tuesday
Not
night?
wrong. Average Tuesday for Shia LaBeouf.
Ordinary fight with Shia. Average Tuesday night for Shia.
Indeed. Anyways. My filters might be on. I need to check this real quick.
Hello.
Hello.
Alright, it's official. Sheldon's the whitest.
That's a statement.
I mean, I think that's definitely true, though. I mean, unless we're talking genetics, in which case it's me, because I'm 100% Northern European.
Checks out somehow. Either way.
Actually, it kind of doesn't, because for some reason, my grandfather, who, by the way, was adopted by parents who were also 100% Northern European, had a, very Native American-style belt buckle. Traditional Native American carvings and gemstones. Which is slightly concerning, but anyways.
Unfortunately, also pretty standard, historically speaking.
Yeah.
Anyways, Jump King. This is a thing.
There at Discord.
Right, I completely forgot to do that. I'm the best at depriving my co-commentators with actual ability to commentate.
Sheldon.
I was trying to figure out why it moved me AFK and I realized I was the only one in there. I just got back.
Well, congratulations, you are the whitest of everyone
down,
here.
Tumbling down, tumbling down.
Well, I am white, so...
Yeah, but you're the whitest. Unless we're talking genetics, in which case it's me. But...
No, I meant...
I am trans, therefore I cannot be the whitest.
Well, I was gonna say one of my classmates is very white. Almost albino.
That's not what we meant.
Yeah. I was just saying I do know some of that stuff extremely well.
Already starting off with the fascinating topics that are definitely not
I mean-
towing a line.
I mean, yeah,
Okay,
no, like,
so-
obviously, TJ, this is the best way for you to get content. You know, just barely passable conversation. Because otherwise, you get conversations that are a hell of a lot worse, like what we were discussing earlier.
This is true.
Yeah. But no, okay, so on this topic,
Oh god.
guy that I haven't spoken to in 12, 13 years. Long ass time. Guy's name is Seth.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's Seth Rogen.
His family is complete Mexican, like literally from the very beginning of their generation. Or from
Mhm.
their line, very beginning. Mexican all the way through. Never divulged from that. Like from the culture.
Mm-hmm.
Like, not even any Spanish? Or...
Basically, as far back as you can trace it, their family has been from Mexico through and through.
Neat.
Mexicano.
Okay.
You look at him, and
Wha-
you immediately think he's Northern European of some sort. Because that guy has the most paper white skin you will ever see. He goes beyond pasty.
Beyond pasty.
So does he just, like, never go outside, or is it a skin condition?
Skin condition because he actually does sports.
Ah, that is unfortunate. Hopefully it's not problematic.
No,
Probably
it's
not if
not.
he's doing
It's,
sports.
it's literally just his skin has no color whatsoever.
Fascinating.
Well, I mean, that probably means he gets sunburned really easily.
No.
Oh, really? That's interesting.
Hmm.
Although, that is a thing which I always found strange. Why does lighter skin tones make it easier to get sunburned? Because you would think it'd be reflecting more light.
I'm not even gonna pretend to know how any of this works.
I don't either. I literally have no idea. But, like, you know, because there's...
The way light and color works, yeah.
Yeah, just with the way light and color works, darker colors absorb more light, which means
Yeah.
the light is turned into heat, which is what you would think would cause the burn.
Any biologists in the chat, or like doctors or anything? People who actually know what they're talking about with the human body?
I'm sorry.
See,
TJ,
I
you already
don't, but Big Brother does.
See, TJ, you already lost everyone when you said chat. You don't
Yeah.
have a chat.
Hmm. Not
my
wrong.
My only guess of what is happening is, like, there's a specific chemical or something along those lines.
Darker
which-
skin tones have more melanin than lighter ones, and melanin is used to block the effects of UV rays.
Okay. So it literally is. It's just there is a specific thing which happens to cause darker skin tones, which protects you against sunburns.
Yep.
Okay.
Checks out.
Why do I feel like you just Googled that, Joseph?
What do you think I meant when I said Big Brother knows?
Hmm.
I hate that statement.
It's 100%
Sheldon-
accurate.
Sheldon, do you know what I'm referring to when I say Big Brother? Because
think
if you're
that-
thinking
Does it?
like
But
anything perverse, then you are going the
Sheldon,
very wrong way.
If you're thinking Oni-chan and not fucking, you know, the
1948?
organization- You're not thinking the organization that fucking watches over and controls everything.
Oh god. See,
Yes,
funny-
I'm talking Big Brother, not Oni-chan.
notable distinction. See, I read 1948 back in like middle school, and I do not remember any of it.
Understandable.
Which, to be
I
fair,
also read it back in middle school.
I don't think
I
a
don't
middle
remember
schooler
any
would
of
have
it
the mental
either.
fortitude to really comprehend what's going on, even if they knew the words. That being said, I've also lost a lot of memories to begin with.
Memory.
Fair.
You once had some sweet memories.
And I would say I'm probably a different case given the fact that I was reading college level textbooks
I mean-
in 4th grade.
I was reading at a college level since like 4th grade apparently, but like then the issue is I lost a bunch of memories, so
Yeah, I understand
that includes a bunch of the stuff I've read. Like I read Lord of the Rings in middle school too, and I don't remember any of it.
See, I never read Lord of the Rings, but I did read The Hobbit.
I read The Hobbit as well. In 8th grade. Oh!
3rd grade for me.
There was a period of time where my dad had decided that he was going to read The Hobbit to me every night,
How that
and
ended
then
up
he
going.
only did it once.
That's a pretty.
He went by like a few pages, if I remember correctly.
See, funnily enough, my parents never really read to me. If anything, it was they had to stop me from reading because I would spend the entire night just reading and not actually sleeping.
I think
I
I
think-
was in the same boat.
I think that was the one time my parents ever read to me. Either of them. But also, I did not read when I was... I mean, I've never particularly done a lot of reading, because dyslexia and reading is pain.
That would do it, yes.
See, I was gonna make the joke about Jared. You know, he's 14 and never had a fucking read.
Wasn't it 19 in the meme? or-
Yes, it's 19.
Well, I never learned how to count, so.
Fair enough.
Yeah, see, my family decided it wasn't worth reading to me when the 4-year-old me looked at a legal document that my father was writing and asked, "What's a subpoena?"
I mean, what is a subpoena anyway?
To be honest, I still don't know what a subpoena is, but
The only thing I know about subpoenas is that, Disgaea 2, it's a method for making your character stronger.
yeah, only thing I really know about subpoena is I fucking hate the way it's spelled
Correct.
compared to how it's said.
I
know
broke my
what?
taste buds. Yow!
You know what? I know what it is.
Oh no.
It sounds
Oh.
like penis.
Ah, yes. Sub-penis.
Yeah, so just 4-year-old me looks at what my father is writing, reads it phonetically, and asks what it is, resulting in my father saying, "No, there's no way you read that. I had to have said that out loud." So then he scrolls up in the document and has me read what's on the screen. So I read it phonetically. Of course, some words were mispronounced because, I mean, fucking legal
English.
jargon.
Yeah.
But so
Come
4-year-old
on.
me was able to read a legal document phonetically.
Nice.
And they didn't know why at the time, but the whole reason why was because my brother had been reading Final Fantasy VII to me.
Hmm.
So I started picking up on the fact that each letter made its own sounds.
Why am I like this?
So apparently I was, right, I was taught the letter sounds, right, but I never really, like, put them together, and so my mom got pregnant with my little brother, and I was like, hey, I want to learn, I told her, like, hey, I want to learn to read so I can read to the baby, and she just goes, you know the letter sounds, just sound it out. And from there, I got into, I actually got, I was the only person in my class who could read, and apparently at that age, I was reading at a 10th grade reading level. Now, if you know anything about the correlation between reading at a higher reading level, especially when you're that young, it leads to quite a few answers to why I'm so depressed nowadays.
Indeed.
I love gifted kid syndrome.
It's my favorite. I would know.
it all too well.
It's why I'm streaming.
It's why I'm watching your stream.
There's no such thing as gifted children. They are all special needs.
Agreed.
Yes, actually.
They're
It's
actually
literally
categorically
scientifically proven.
classified. Well, even in schools, they are categorically classified as special needs.
Well, yeah, to be fair, they were not until sometime when I was still in school, at least in Denver.
No. What I mean is, for the purposes of funding, they're considered as special needs.
That makes so much sense. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Like, gifted kids are considered under the exact same programs as specialized education for the purpose of funding.
So that's why they're always on the lookout.
Yep. It's
Oh my
all
God. It all comes
money.
back to money. Reminds me, 16 credit hours in college, all because of funding too. It's awful.
I hate the U.S. school system. It's so bad.
Same.
What are you
Could've
talking
ended
about?
the
It definitely
sentence
didn't
with
push me
just
to
US.
Wizard.
Terrible.
Like, you could have ended the sentence at U.S.
This is true.
Or at U.S. system.
Yeah.
Nah, just the U.S. in general. I want out. Not out of this
Understandable.
country.
Just
out of
out.
existence.
It's done.
I can respect it.
And,
I can even
Fuck.
I can even agree.
Yeah. No, I didn't realize it was bread.
No reckoning.
I'll think about it.
Reckoning.
Basically, the only place that I haven't, like, that I could go that would actually be better would be specifically Quebec.
That's a very specific.
Like, not Canada, Quebec.
What's up in Quebec?
Quebec
Well-
is
Montreal.
Canada.
Well, yes, I know, but like it's a specific part of Canada. The
Yeah,
implication
but-
being other parts of
what-
Canada would not be better.
So, the specific thing with Quebec is Montreal.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell is this thing doing?
And Montreal is like the ultimate combination of every single culture in the entire world for the most part. For some reason.
That does not get needed size up out of wood. Damn. Oh my god, what the fuck?
Montreal is also like, so first of all, they have the Canadian healthcare system, which is already good.
Apparently, for most Canadians I listen to, it's not the best.
I mean, it might not be the best, but it's better than here. That's
not
being
saying
said, that's a
much.
pretty low bar.
when
Having
compared-
a functioning healthcare system is better than here.
when compared to European healthcare, there are a lot of problems. But also, it's significantly better in Quebec specifically. So, right? Quebec is also, like, the most, like, LGBT-friendly place in the world, pretty much.
Nice.
It also has, if I remember correctly, its school system is really good, although that would not matter anymore.
Hmm.
We're talking about, of course, it matters to you.
No.
I'm joking.
Depends what level of school we're talking about,
There-
really.
The other thing about Montreal is there's a surprising number of indie game companies specifically that are headquarters there.
Mm-hmm.
One of the reasons for this is there are so many languages that are commonly spoken in Montreal, almost anybody can live there with no issues.
Uh-oh. Up.
That's pretty neat.
The one problem with Montreal is the fact that you are required to know French to, like, actually live there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, to be allowed to live there. You do not need to actually know French if you're in Montreal specifically. The rest of Quebec, maybe.
I'm just in here places. We'll talk about this.
See, as long as you know enough French to talk about ice hockey, you're probably good.
Ice hockey, eh?
Joke's on you, I don't know enough about ice hockey to talk about ice hockey.
Say! Also, God, this stream has had so many stereotypes in the first 18 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah. This is gonna be, hopefully not one for the history books, but I suppose we'll find out, won't we?
Yeah, I mean, so far nothing really bad has happened.
This is true. Other than my performance of the game.
I don't know, you were doing good for a while.
This is true, actually.
Like, I wasn't commenting on it because I
You
know
were
you the
worse.
moment...
The moment it's brought up that I'm doing well, I immediately do worse. Just
Yeah,
like that, see?
Word.
I was being considerate by not mentioning it.
You were
Indeed.
doing well until I started talking again.
No, that's not what happened.
I'm pretty sure you bailed almost immediately after I started talking, though.
Possibly, I would not know.
At least my communication errors for Splatoon's happening when I'm not in the match.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Speaking of, I might consider bringing back multiplayer day for tomorrow just because Splatoon 3.
I mean, Saturday is
Fuck.
basically a wild card day anyway.
Indeed, it is the wild card day, so I could...
It's The two matches I've done, no one has left. I've been perfectly fine. I haven't been lagging them or anything. Like, it's been fine matches. I lost
on.
my first match, won my second
So-
game. So
about that,
fine.
supposedly, people who get frequent disconnects, Nintendo has supposedly been starting to group them together. So basically, if you have bad internet or are disconnecting on purpose because you're an asshole, you're gonna get grouped with other people who also have the same issue.
This is a pretty
Supposedly,
common
I don't know
matchmaking
if that's
technique as
true.
far as I'm aware, but
Yes,
still
it
pretty
is,
good.
but Nintendo did not implore it in 2 or 1.
Yeah.
Because they were like, we exclusively care about the ping between the players. Which, like, well, in Turf War specifically, that was the case. Which it was kind of fair, also not great.
Mm.
But yeah, it is super interesting because with Splatoon 3, I've seen quite a lot of issues with communication errors in the lobby specifically and nowhere else.
Hmm. Hey, at least it's there, not in game, right?
Yeah, it's the Mario Kart 8 thing where it's complete ass before you get into the game, but once you're in a game, there's very rarely issues. Now, there's probably more issues than there are in 8 by quite a lot, but from what I can tell, they fixed it a lot more.
Hmm.
excuse me. I don't think you said something in the cards.
Man, I love how I'm,
Yeah.
like, actually getting a handle on how long I need to hold the button down for. This is so nice.
I'm waiting for the fall.
Oh yeah, of course. It's gonna happen. Just you wait. See, it's all about content. If I gas myself up, then it lets me generate content at a rate never before seen.
Ah, yes. We're about to have a repeat of Jeff's streaming career. I mean, speedrunning career.
What would a repeat of Jeff's streaming career look like?
What you're currently doing.
No. Wouldn't be what you're currently doing because you're already way too consistent for my streaming career.
Oh yeah.
It would be like maybe like 1 to 2 times a week if I felt like doing it in the slightest. Plus.
Oh, my VTuber recruit.
Plus, you already have way too many people in the chat to be my streams. Usually
Got
it
'em.
would just be Sheldon. And even then, if I didn't have anyone, that's just one of those nights I just didn't do it.
Hmm.
There's definitely way too much conversation for my streaming career because everyone would go dead silent and they would do their best impression of a statue for my entire stream.
Of course, it's what we do best.
So, I don't think there's any way you could replicate my streaming career. I'm sorry, it was just too iconic.
Too one of a kind.
Indeed.
Just reminds me of Team 4-Star Final Fantasy VII Mission Abridged. My skills are one of a kind. Are they really? Oh god, I love Team 4-Star, and Final Fantasy VII Mission Abridged was a triumph.
Indeed.
I really wish that they were doing more stuff, but also I know why they're not.
Yeah. I'm fine with their output as it is right now. They've still got some really good stuff in the works, and like, they've definitely done some really good stuff too.
To be fair, I haven't been following them for a fairly long time. They've got Hiffle, to be fair, which is...
Hiffle's hilarious.
It's... Yeah, absolutely. Love the fact that they're doing that, and it's really good. But like, that's kind of the only thing they're putting on their channel that I care about.
Hmm. Their, like, in-minute stuff is pretty good, too.
Yeah, I was going to say, I have not watched a lot of those.
But what they do
but
have
the
is
ones
really
I
good.
have are really funny.
I love their JoJo in Minutes series. It's wonderful. I did not realize that giving Jonathan an actual, like, English voice in the form of Moscow X was such a brilliant move. Because that reminds me of, in the Guilty Gear fandom, because of his abilities, because of his time powers, people call Axel British Dio, but I'm like, he's from Victorian England. He's already British.
Nintendo, what do you mean this ain't the code you sent me?
We mean it ain't the code.
Error code. The code you entered was not recognized. This is the code you sent me! What do you mean you don't recognize it?
They mean they don't recognize it.
We sent you the wrong code. Go fuck yourself.
What do you mean you're at soup?
I mean, I'm at soup!
At this point, it feels like it. I'm like, shit.
Oh god.
The hell did I purchase September 8th? Oh.
Why the
love
fuck are you buying clothes at the soup store? Fuck you!
Oh man. I think I've said this before on the channel, but I've never actually seen Code Meant, but that is such an iconic scene.
Dude, I miss Purple Eyes almost as much as I miss Team 4-Star.
Understandable. See, for me, I get my Abridged series fix from Little Karibo with Yu-Gi-Oh! The Abridged series, which received an update like while I was streaming one time. It had an update sometime after I started streaming, and I was like, no way, is it coming back? Because it had been like 2 years since the previous episode, and I'm like, oh my god, I love it. That was a pretty good episode too. Like, Little Karibo still got it.
Oh yeah, right. My brother kicked our cousin out of the family group to teaching Jeff, my brother.
You are no longer the family.
The one thing I am slightly upset about is like
Ooh, I have $14 worth of
that is the one memorable, like main memorable joke that Purple Eyes ever made.
It do be like that, but you know what? If it's iconic, if it's that iconic, I'd still consider it a
is
win.
so iconic though, and there are a few others. I can't think of them at the moment. I know there are more, but also they never caught on like Superstore did.
Yeah. That being said, it's difficult to catch on quite like Superstore because that was everywhere. I remember, like, every fandom having an animatic for it. It was, like, weird.
Yeah.
And most of them used the original audio.
Yeah.
Because it was surprisingly good voice acting.
Oh yeah, it's top-notch.
Like, it was...
Like, it's not actually top-notch, but it's, like, really
Yeah,
good.
it's terrible, but also it's perfect.
It's perfect for what it's going for, and that's what matters.
Exactly.
Because, like, there are no doubt ways of achieving a more, like, technically correct performance, but, like, that really gets... Wait, what? But, like, that really just gets at it, like, the feeling, you know? That being said, I don't think I have any right to, say anything about voice acting given my Super Mario 64.
Yeah. I keep looking at my watch, and then just being like, wait, what the fuck is going on? Because I forget that I changed my watch face. Goddamn smartwatches. I
hate
say
these
as I
slopes.
spent several hours customizing it. Despite having 4 features I am capable of customizing.
Impressive.
I thought you were about to say, considering I spent over $7,000 on it, I was like, what?
No,
What the fuck would I say that?
May has not spent as much on her smartwatch as you have on Genshin Impact.
Barely. Okay.
I'm calling you out, even though that's not
I
true
love
in
how-
the slightest.
I love how you started out with. That's not.
I was gonna say that's not true, but I'm like, let me rephrase that. I've not spent 7,000.
It's 8,000!
Oh man,
God,
speaking
no.
of Genshin Impact, that game still consumes my life, as I'm sure everyone is aware. But I finally won my first 50-50. I can't believe it. Of course, it was still after 70, so soft pity was in effect. But I still won my first 50-50 since the game
Okay.
came out.
It was still a 50-50 one, and you didn't lose ka-ching.
Indeed.
Despite Aggravate being a very broken ability, because I had my Rod Shogun recently hit 5k.
Yeah, but
500.
before Aggravate existed, that was worthless.
Yeah. Now she knows me.
Sheldon dies. Finally.
I've had a cold for like this entire week, May.
Sheldon cannot handle the
I
ka-ching
haven't
slander.
been in the call for this entire week.
I was using her. I was actually using her in Spyro Abyss. I could not say a 9-star for 10 because
Because you were using ka-ching.
Actually, I was gonna say no, more like the new treasure hoarders they added are very painful.
They're just so bulky. I don't know what it is about them.
Some of the new ones have like new abilities and shit, like freaking destroy me. I'm like, I haven't fought these guys yet. Okay, I don't understand how these guys work.
I'm just randomly reminded of live and learn with your mistakes.
Indeed. It's a wonderful mix. I would know I'm the one who commissioned it.
Commission is not the right word.
This is true. There was no monetary exchange. I did, however, use it as a stream title for my Neon White, for one of my Neon White streams back when that was still going on.
Now all you need for your Ganyu is either a good Wonder Troop set or a good Blizzard Shredder. I probably recommend Melt.
Yeah. It's like you get so many of those things just for like doing other completely unrelated stuff. It's wonderful.
Yeah, and I roll really good Wonder Troop sets. It's kind of insane how good my Wonder Troop pieces look.
Yeah.
It's a shame I use them most of the time as off pieces for our characters. But still, I roll them really fucking good. Like, my crit damage on the majority of those is so fucking high.
After I finished applying artifacts, my, like, A1 Ganyu had, like, 130% crit damage. That being said, there was, like, 20% crit rate. I'm like, I should probably fix that.
Well, actually, she can give herself, under right circumstances, she can give herself 45% crit rate for free.
And that,
without showing it, but through abilities and stuff, she can.
What are you guys referencing with the live and learn with the...
it's a mix of, Sonic... So, I'm sure you're familiar with Sonic Adventure 2.
Yeah.
It's a mix of,
City
Escape and, Live and Learn. Except, there's one important similarity between those two songs, and that is, both contain the phrase live and learn. And I think you can see where this is going from here.
Yeah, let me grab it out of my unlisted videos.
And post it in the Discord responding to voice.
Yeah. It's just easier this
If
way.
I leave and go put my bowl away, my Ganyu has like 28% crit rate to 216 crit damage. She ascends with crit damage, that's right. Every time you send her, she gets crit damage.
Checks out.
This responding to voice. There we go.
I mean, I'm hitting 80, 90 Ks at some points, on the right circumstances. Most of the time, I'm hitting 20 to 30 Ks a lot. Melts, about 40, 50 Ks. Beautiful. Beautiful, damn it!
You know, that's not what I thought it was going to be.
No?
I did not expect just hard cuts when the line live and learn plays.
That's precisely what makes it amazing.
Plus, it's me we're talking about here. I don't know how to do anything. I could probably take that and make it a bit smoother. But the thing is, do I want to?
No. It's perfect as it is.
Submit it to Silva Gunner.
Just that fucking 14-second clip.
No, I meant like smooth it out and submit it to Silva Gunner, but you could do that.
That would be pretty funny. But yeah, if
And
you...
Jeff is currently looking up how to submit something to Silva Gunner.
Oh no, I'm resetting my Nintendo password.
Yeah, if anyone comes across this VOD, like, ever, and is confused about what we're referring to, check my Neon White playlist, and you'll find a video that has a YouTube link for its title. Follow that YouTube link.
Even better, go to Jeff's Gaming Emporium, find the video titled Cooking by Mario's Salami. Go into the description of that video. You'll find a video. In the description of that video, you'll find a video. In the description of that video, you'll find a video. I think at that point, you'll find in that description, live and learn with your mistakes.
Yeah,
Indeed.
there's just a chain of dumb meme videos, and all but one of them are unlisted on Jeff's channel.
Indeed.
Quite literally, like, that's just how I do it.
Mistakes.
You've got to continue that, just
Yeah,
as like a...
Yeah, I'm just gonna continue that. Like, all of my, spur of the moment dumb ideas that aren't just like full videos, that's how I'm gonna do them. They're going to be released through the description of the latest stupid video.
Indeed. It is a brilliant...
If your channel ever gets popular, this is gonna be like the McDonald's secret menu of your channel.
Yes.
Indeed. It's a wonderful idea, is it not?
I love it, and I think it would be amazing if it actually ended up getting adopted by other YouTubers.
It's like, I don't think that you'd be the first person to do something like this, but it's definitely a very notable and funny way of doing it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I would not be entirely surprised if there are other large YouTubers which have something very similar to this.
That being
I mean,
said,
so
I would not
I
know.
mean, So there is something similar, but it's not really because it's a choose your own adventure. It's like a Markiplier in space and then a heist with Markiplier.
Yeah. Like
Because
those
like
really
all
count.
because all of those videos are unlisted except for the first one, and from there
Yeah.
you click through the videos. Oh, that's what I should do. I should go through and just make a random timestamp, fucking interactable. It's not in the description. It's just randomly like a 2-second hyperlink in the
God.
video.
Wait, what if? Oh god. Okay, I had an awful idea, and this might actually be great. What
Oh,
if
no.
instead of just putting the YouTube link in every single one of the videos, you like went in and edited the old video to now be an ARG to find the link to the new one?
This is awful,
Like a
and I
fairly
love it.
simplistic one. Like, it's like, you know, the first one, it's hidden in the description, or maybe the first several, it's hidden in the description, and then there's one where there's like something that shows up on screen for like a frame or several, which like hints
With
to you
YouTube,
that there's.
Yeah, with YouTube hyperlinks, I think they have to be on the screen for like 1 or 2 minutes, and they do show up very visibly.
Well, yeah, but you don't necessarily have to have it as a clickable link. You can literally just, like, hide the link as a, like, in the video somewhere as text.
Yeah,
Or
honestly,
in a cipher.
So I've been thinking about doing that, but like having really stupid videos, like super stupid videos I worked on for a while, put them up, and then in every one of my new videos, I put a single like character of the link in, and so like the next, like after 3 weeks, the next character, after 3 weeks, the next character, until you finally have the full link.
That's amazing. I like this idea.
It's the dumbest, slowest process known to man.
I think it could be very funny to end up turning this into, like, a ever-continuing ARG of just hidden meme videos on the channel.
Oh yeah. Speaking of ARGs, like I've wanted to make one, but I'm realizing that I may have the editing capabilities and everything, but I am 100% not creative enough for that.
Understandable. People who can do this stuff are just amazing. It's like, what on earth?
Oh yeah.
To be fair, if you were going to make one, you would want to start it off simplistically, right? Which is what you would do if you were learning it, and it would also be, you know, if it were this, like, ever-going...
But like making it, it's like starting out an ARG and then having it eventually having it connect to a larger story. I can't think of a large story off the bat and then like have a small opening to it.
Well, then don't. Just have a small opening to it and then think of something later. When you're
Understand
more
how-
experienced.
Ooh, TJ.
Oof, indeed, but it's fine.
TJ.
I've lost worse before. Heck, I think I've lost worse even at the start of the stream.
Yeah, I think actually you might have. I mean, with this concept, basically what I'm thinking is just in every new meme video, after you make the next meme video, you like go back and replace the video with a different... Does the YouTube, like, simplistic editor allow you to replace video?
I don't feel like it would, but I also would not
Because
know.
I know it lets you delete video.
Like with what? Sorry? I didn't know.
YouTube has a very simplistic editor you can use.
I think you can delete parts out of the video.
Well, but can you replace them?
No.
Okay.
So I don't think
yeah.
you can add another file into the current, you know.
Mm. Yeah, so, okay, so what you would have to do is you'd have to basically, you'd have to have one meme video which was like full-on private,
Yeah.
and then the new one which like gets finished.
See, like,
Ooh.
I would honestly, if we were to do an ARG, I would definitely need. I'd probably need your guys' help a lot.
Yeah.
Like, first off, what would be the format? Would we be doing it like Marble Hornets, Everyman Hybrid, or would we like be going for something like Catastrophe Crow 64 or some shit like that? If it's not clear, I do a lot of research on ARGs.
Yeah.
I cannot say I do the same.
So, okay, Everyman Hybrid and Marble Hornets, they're basically Slenderman stories that are kind of... Well, with Marble Hornets, it's kind of found footage, and it's actually one of the things that brought Slenderman into a really big popularity. Well, Everyman Hybrid was this sort of ARG that started out as these guys doing a fitness YouTube channel that ended up with a lot more supernatural shit happening, including like differing timelines and like literal time loop happening, where they lose their memory between each loop, and they basically get reincarnated a shit ton of times. So it's like not quite a time loop, but like a reincarnation loop, where they're the playthings of these higher entities. So like
I
there's
see. It's the plot of Nevermind.
The plot of Nevermind.
So there's like there's that kind of stuff. There's like Catastrophe Crow 64, where this man literally made a fake N64 game that was quote unquote lost, where it detailed the mental deterioration and eventual suicide of the game developer for this game, Catastrophe Crow. And that was on the Nintendo 64. And that had, like, because like it seems like a lot of ARGs have a lot of darker tones.
Of course.
Do we like if we were to do one? Like obviously we all need to fucking collaborate on it and figure shit out. Like I probably wouldn't be in charge of the story because I'm fucking ass at story. But like say Joseph, Joseph or May, you guys could probably do something really good with that.
Wait.
Hi.
What?
What?
I just got back. I was taking a shit. What the hell is going on?
We're entrusting you with writing an ARG for Jeff.
Well, it wouldn't be an ARG for me. It would be an ARG that we would collaborate on, like, and work on together. But each person would use their own skills. So, like with me, I'd be using video editing and shit like that, image editing, video editing. But I am not creative enough to make the story. So
yeah, I
like
feel
we're discussing what we could do and how we might be able to do it.
Okay.
There's like multiple different ways of doing an ARG. Like I was explaining to them while you were gone, apparently. Like there are ARGs like Marble Hornets and Everyman Hybrid where it ends up being this Marble Hornets is kind of like a found footage thing about Slenderman, and that's actually one of the videos that brought Slenderman to such high hype. Meanwhile, Everyman Hybrid started out as a YouTube channel where these guys were showing off like we're like basically working out and showing you how like easy and cheap ways to work your body, and then ended up being this large convoluted supernatural story where the people running the channel are part of this sort of reincarnation loop where they're being toyed with by higher entities such as Slenderman and this entity called Havoc. Or like there's Catastrophe Crow where this guy literally made a fake Nintendo 64 game that was quote unquote lost. And shit like that.
I think I've actually heard of that one.
Entirely
Catastrophe
possible.
Crow? Yeah.
I think so.
I've done a lot of research into ARGs, and like I've wanted to make one for so long, but I don't have the creative. I could probably edit it together, but I don't have the creative know-how to make a story that would be good with it.
Well, okay, so yeah, because what I'm thinking with this is it would be like a very slow built one, right? So we'd be going like individual puzzles at a time, and there'd be probably several weeks minimum between them.
Obviously,
Like,
I would have to
like-
hide the clues in my stream titles.
Honestly, So like,
See,
obviously,
okay,
like,
someone's already done something similar to that with an ARG. If you've ever heard of Swanky Box and
oh yeah, wasn't that
the
the
Zardy's Maze,
yeah, Zardy's game made his game.
Yeah.
It's his game and everything.
yeah, he had been making the clues for the ARG hidden inside of it long before Zardy's Maze was even revealed.
Yeah.
I'm talking like 6 years earlier.
So, by the way, Joseph, the way this conversation started is we were talking about the chain of meme videos of unlisted meme videos Jeff has on his channel.
Oh, yeah, I have a playlist that allows me to see all of them.
Yeah. But so
Got him.
I came up with the idea of eventually not putting the link in anymore, or like putting like weird something else there instead, and basically there is now a hidden ARG to find the
Next video.
link to the next video. So like they start off super simple, just like hiding the link in the video somewhere. Just like there's a few frames where it's on screen and you just have to find it and type it into the search bar. And then, you know, you get more complicated with ciphers and, you know, having to potentially look through other normal videos rather
Which
than
ciphers
just the
are
meme
my
videos.
specialty.
Yeah. You know, and then at some point we start to incorporate some amount of story stuff. You know, occasionally, like eventually there'd be like unlisted videos you have to go find to find the actual meme video.
Memes.
But like this would literally be an ARG to find the memes.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Right.
Like the question is like, so you're talking about it being a slow burn, but do we like make it a more serious and like very story driven thing, or do we just make it this random like
Random chain of memes.
I feel like it starts off as a super dumb random chain of memes, right? And then the super dumb chain of memes continues, and it's sort of like the base motivation for finding it, but also there's then suddenly this more complicated story happening in the background, which slowly becomes more and more apparent.
So basically the way you're playing Final Fantasy XIV, where Hildebrand is your main story quest.
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
Which, from what little I know of 14, Hildebrand should be everyone's main story quest.
Indeed. Like, no. Fuck 14. Give me just Final Fantasy Hildebrand.
So, like, this entire time there's just meme videos, you know, and these meme videos would probably not contain any story, or very rarely, but there would be intermediary parts which would.
Yeah, see, I could help with, like, puzzles and ciphers. I'm not... So, okay. Whenever I write a story, they always have to follow a very particular formula. Or not even formula, but rather format.
Mm-hmm.
Have y'all ever heard of the game, I think it's Child of Light?
I have not.
I feel like I've heard of it, but I don't know what it is.
All of the dialogue in the game is poetry.
Ah.
Literally every last bit of it. That's the way I write. I write stories that are poems. I would not be able to write for this.
Okay, well, you
Yeah.
can do like the ciphers and shit.
I feel like I might be able to do the story. I assume we're probably going to do a horror story of some amount, so not.
I mean, like,
100% sure
I mean,
how
if we're
long
doing it on, like, so like, it honestly depends on what we want to do. Like, if we're starting it out with like dumb memes, we could turn it into a horror story. Like, there's something
Or we
going
can just
on
keep it some
behind the
dumb
scenes.
meme.
Or we could just keep it dumb, like fucking, for like lack of a better example, Sunky.mpeg.
I have no idea what this is.
It is literally the meme version of Sonic.exe.
That is the second time today that I have heard MPEG and misheard it.
Checks out.
You know,
You have a
Sonic
problem.
MPEG, so like unlike like Sonic.exe where it's trying to take over, it's trying to kill as many people, fucking Sunky.mpeg wants to play tag and like most of the time when he catches up to someone, especially if they're afraid of him, he just gives them a bowl of milk and cereal. It's literally the dumbest version of Sonic.exe that you could possibly get. And it's perfect.
That does sound pretty perfect.
Freaking Georgia was dunking Texas and games.
Yeah, so basically the idea of this is Jeff creates the memes and puts them on his channel. Joseph creates the ciphers and puzzles.
Like, May, you can work on the story. Do whatever you fucking want with that. Horror,
Yeah, okay.
mystery, fucking just something stupid and crazy to go along with the rest of it.
Perfect.
I mean, by the very
Wait.
nature of ARG, I feel like it has to be.
I'll be right back.
mystery.
Even worse. So we could lump TJ into this.
Of course.
Yeah.
TJ could be the intermediary. He could be how we get to the ciphers. He's actively streaming.
Indeed.
We could try to garner attention to both of us if this ever picks up steam, which, you know, probably won't, but still be fun to experiment to try.
I'm back.
Basically, all of the clues toward, like, the story and stuff, we wouldn't put into the meme videos. We would put it somewhere with TJ. Either in the stream description, the stream title, or hell, even
Scripted
the stream
conversation.
archive.
Wait,
The
what?
stream archive description.
Indeed. My stream
Like-
archive descriptions could definitely use some help.
Like, there's a lot of stuff we could do with this.
Yeah.
And they're Sheldon.
So,
Ow.
Sheldon, I feel like Sheldon could definitely assist with coming up with the memes.
Definitely.
Indeed. I feel like anyone could actually help me cook.
Yeah.
This is
I
true,
feel
but, like-
all of us will, but that will be Sheldon.
That sounds like a primarily Sheldon thing, because I don't have very many meme ideas.
I mean, I don't know. Live and learn with your mistakes is a pretty good thing.
This is true.
I
I'm not
did
even the
have
one who
another-
made it happen, and I'm still very proud of my results.
There is another idea for how TJ could contribute, and to be fair, well, TJ, Jeff, and I all could. We could make a website that we can use for
True.
stuff.
Also,
Ooh, actually,
wait, also, TJ, May, you went through a game design class, right?
Indeed.
yes, we did. So we could make a game if you wanted.
Hell, you wouldn't have to be something extensive, just something small, and, like, just, like, something small that would further shit.
We also have the
just
SRPG studio. That we
I do
have.
have SRPG Studio.
I do as well.
I want to make an SRPG anyway.
Oh
Um,
my god.
so-
this is probably the
wait.
worst time to be talking about this, because this is gonna be in a fucking archive.
Yeah. Doesn't matter.
You know what?
Okay,
If we
wait.
can pull this off, it doesn't matter. It's gonna be cool.
Indeed.
Yeah. Well, and also, we're just throwing so many ideas at the wall. Who knows what we're gonna use?
Who knows what'll stick? Certainly
yeah.
not us.
Here's the thing. My dad has a website. Had, I suppose. I believe I have access to it.
I feel bad for laughing.
Oh yeah, so do I.
I mean, man, we both said it. We both said it. I don't feel bad. If I had been the only one to say it, I would have felt bad. But the fact that we had a one brain cell moment at that moment
Yeah.
makes it better.
For any context for anyone who might be in the chat, the one of you that's here, my dad just died last month.
I'm a horrible person.
I think we all are.
Honestly, I think he'd be proud.
You can take EJ's dad.
Oh god.
Oh, man.
Okay,
Now the question is, do I make a joke about TJ's dad?
Depends on if he enters the room or not.
Alright, it's gonna be a single statement. Who wants that guy?
Exactly.
Wait, what?
Who wants that guy? TJ doesn't seem to like him. I mean, you know, the whole thing going on with his mom.
Oh, man.
I don't know. Can I say that D word on stream?
I'll think. I have no idea.
I don't think it.
I don't
Okay,
think it'd be against terms.
I'm not talking Twitch morally. I'm talking TJ
Me?
morally.
Go for it. I don't know.
You know, the divorce.
Yeah. If anybody is
I
not in the
understand.
loop, which I kind of try to keep people out of the loop for this, the only reason I picked up streaming was that various things were going on, and eventually mental health became too much of an issue. So I basically said, you know what, I've got to focus on me. Dropped a bunch of things, and just said, you know what, I'm just gonna do this because right now I cannot do anything else. And yeah, one of those things was college. Another thing was COVID in general. Another thing was undiagnosed
DJ's
mental health. And
DJ's decision to focus on his mental health
by going onto the internet full time. Tactical
has
maneuver.
completely stopped COVID.
Obviously. Anyways, yeah. And the last of those
Praise
things
your
was
savior.
my parents' divorce and then immediate choice to continue living together.
As
Wow.
you do.
Choice. Oh, there was something I was going to say and I've forgotten what it was.
Understandable. Our chat, especially when we're actually talking about shit, it goes a million miles an hour.
Indeed.
Yeah. Yeah, so we, so the thing with this,
You coming over tomorrow? Asks Boiling Lamp. Probably, yeah.
there's,
I don't know why that's so funny to me. I've had this whole conversation about, you know, May's dad dying, all this stuff going on, and you're like, over tomorrow?
Iconic.
I have a suspicion he just showed
Oh
up.
yes, definitely.
Entirely possible.
Either that or he
He's
like
not
just
here.
tuned in and has been lurking for a while.
Like, he has no idea what we've been talking about. He's just like, yeah, I should ask TJ if he's coming over tomorrow. Meanwhile, we've been talking, like, the topics that we've just been talking
We've
about.
just
have
been talking
completely
about
lost.
the tragedy of our dads.
Yeah. A tale of two dads.
It takes two dads.
That would probably be better than, you know, the Garfield Tale of Two Kitties movie.
That movie existed.
Yeah, for good reason.
I didn't think it was bad when I watched it, but I was also like 3 when I watched it, so.
Yeah, exactly.
When you're
I
3,
watched the
everything
hell out
seems
of it.
cool.
I watched the hell out of it when I was 10 because, and this is gonna sound familiar, we had a TV in the car, and my brothers would constantly watch Frozen, Robots,
Oh God.
and both Garfield 1 and 2.
Well,
So what I'm
at least
hearing
one
is
of those
one
was a good
acceptable movie, and then
Yeah,
Frozen
that's-
and
yeah.
Garfield.
It's why I hate, like, anything relating to Frozen so much. I heard it so many damn times.
It's like, for the
And
record,
then hearing it again in my fucking KH. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
yeah, for the record, I think Frozen's a fine
way
movie,
worse
but
than
if
that.
you've been exposed to it as much as some people have, it's just like, no. Stay
Yeah.
away from me.
Frozen itself is fine, but it's like so.
Saturating.
Yeah, there was so much saturation so quickly that it's like everyone got fed up with it. Just being a thing.
Yeah. Which, again, nothing against any of the animators or the directors or the story writers or, like, the actors.
No,
But,
the
like,
movie is.
The movie's pretty good. Like, don't.
Yeah, the movie's good.
It's just that the
songs are good.
IP has been everywhere.
It's super fucking annoying.
Frozen 2 is way better, no cap, says the Lamp Man. I still haven't seen Frozen 2.
I refuse to watch it.
Watched it either. Mostly
I
because I
haven't
don't
watched it
care
either.
about Disney. for the most
Like,
part.
I refused to
Understandable.
watch it just because, like, I was so sick of the first one. And then they put the fucking musical number in KH3. Like, are you kidding me?
And also made that world, like, just
Awful.
It was
unplayable
crazy.
and required.
So, like, yeah, like, half the damn world is an ice maze, and the other half is, oh yeah,
Climbing up the same
you've
mountain
seen-
3 times in a row.
Yeah, there's that, and then you get to the fucking story, which is just, oh yeah, this is the movie. Oh wait, we didn't explain why this guy's the bad guy. Oh no!
We're not gonna explain here either.
I am 100% convinced that Elsa was supposed to be the one that turned into the Heartless, and Disney was just being
Not gonna let it happen.
Disney
Yeah.
and refusing to let it happen because of Frozen 2.
Yeah. Anyways,
that
did y'all
Tarzan
know that
was-
Tarzan was confirmed to be related to Anna and Elsa?
Was he actually? I mean, I know
I feel like
there's
there's-
a theory that he was their brother.
I feel like there was an
Exactly.
official statement relating to that, but I don't know whether, like,
See, because of the different eras of because there's obviously different eras of time there. I feel like Tarzan would have to be a descendant, not a brother, for the express reason of Clayton, Jane, and her father. They're all like very it's a very specific time period. Meanwhile, Frozen seems to be quite a bit further into the like they're like
Well,
maybe they just didn't want to put
depending-
a gun in a fucking Disney movie again, especially after they hung the last guy to fucking wield one.
yeah.
Well, yeah, so it is entirely possible that perhaps where Frozen takes place is kind of further behind than wherever. Well, no, because are they specifically mentioned to be from the U.S.? I feel like they are.
I think they're
either
from, like, the
US or
UK. Or,
yeah. Like, yeah, either
Are they-
US or UK. Because of the accent that Jane has, but her
And-
father doesn't have it, so it's weird.
imagine being
Okay,
American
know
and
what?
then
Yes.
you raise a
They're-
Brit.
You know what? They're from the United States of, the kingdom.
United Kingdom of States.
United
Kingdom of
States of Britain.
United States. of
You know
Britain.
what? This is a reality where, the Revolutionary War didn't go so
Oh
hot
no!
for us.
It's the United Kingdom of America.
There we go.
It's the Revolutionary War. We instead of winning outright, we just kind of just popped the treaty.
It's like, this isn't getting
Hey.
anywhere.
Yeah, like, hey, it's cold. We're out of gunpowder.
King George decided to not be completely insane and stupid.
They're like, don't send in Chad, Dr. Livesey. We kind of need
They
everyone.
saw them holding the crates of tea, and they just like, no, not the tea.
Anything but.
tea.
Oh yeah, even so. The funnier part is, right? You know, back like they didn't just have like loose tea leaves in a box back then. It came in a fucking brick.
Oh,
So it was like a compacted brick of tea leaves, and they would like shave off enough for their tea, right? So all of those boxes being full of these compacted bricks of tea leaves.
yeah. So it's
They're-
probably like years worth
Indeed.
for the entire population, pretty much.
Yeah.
Which is why it was such a big deal, I suppose.
Yeah, I think that's why they were taxing it so heavily, but because they kept raising the tax without any, sort of representation. I mean, on the other hand, they're asking for representation when these people are literally leaving Britain because of religious persecution. They're basically prisoners.
Yeah.
The 13 colonies was a prison state.
Australia?
Or if the research that JonTron did was to be believed, these people were fucking out of their minds.
I feel like that's mostly the people that originally went there, but I think what started to happen is after civilization started to happen, people went there as like, oh, we may have a chance to have better lives, by which they mean
So,
be the person in the position of power.
yeah. Also, right? Something. If JonTron's research was correct, then the Pilgrims weren't the first colony at all. They were going for fucking New York, and then got sidetracked
Fucking
by
missed.
500 miles to an uninhabited, like to a non-civilized part. I say non-civilized loosely because the Native Americans were there, but
And very
the
much
colony-
capable of
the
successfully
colony
running
that
the
they had
society.
yeah, the colony that they had sent, like that they had already established there, was fucking missed by 500 miles.
Yeah, checks out.
Yeah. Honestly, wish the natives hadn't helped them.
Anyways, I will be headed out for the night because I have to
Alright.
get up fairly early tomorrow.
It do be
Later.
like that. Later. What? Just
Question is,
boiling
man,
lamp at the chat. What question
What
mark?
are you
question mark?
questioning? Like, there's
There's a lot of stuff to
information that
question
was
so
just-
far.
Yeah, there was so much information that was just thrown out.
And then just for it to like
I
finally
cannot
come to
speak
a
for the
close,
viability
and
of
you
any of
saying,
it.
What?
I cannot speak for the viability of any of this information, by the way.
that's why I keep saying if JonTron's research is too
I mean,
believed.
to be fair,
Something about natives getting a musical number.
I don't think anyone says that.
Yeah, no.
we were
I mean,
talking
if you want natives getting a musical number, you can, you can go ahead and watch Beauty and the Trail of Tears. Oh, actually, no, it was relocalized as Pocahontas.
Hmm.
Oh, Disney.
Oh man.
I'll be right back. I gotta do my grandpa's medicine.
Sheesh. Oh god.
This is
Yeah, I'll be right back.
this is the most active active time we've been in chat, and I want to fucking go to sleep.
Understandable.
Yeah, now watch. I'm gonna leave and go do my grandpa's medicine. I'm gonna
And there's
come
no
back.
one gonna
There's
be left.
there's gonna be no fucking conversation. It's gonna all die the second I open Splatoon 3, which, by the way, thank you, Sheldon, for buying that for me.
I don't think he's here.
Yeah. No, I'm here.
Okay,
It
never
cost me.
mind.
He has to say.
You wanna know the
First
fun part?
words he said in 30 minutes.
Well, my brother came in my room, so I was talking to him. But, you wanna know the fun part? It cost me basically like $10 less than what it cost me to buy it.
Nice.
Yeah.
See now, I'm
It's
pretty
not
sure I
you don't
couldn't
get
guilt
charged
trip you into getting the
$55.
Xenoblade 3 as well.
Joseph said he can give you his physical copy once he
That is
beats it,
true.
so.
That is true.
You have
I'm
a
gonna
way.
wait for that.
I was say you have a way of getting it for free. So,
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I wouldn't be entirely surprised if Joseph will
Alright.
be
I
done
think my
with it
grandpa's
at least
calling
for
me.
a while soon.
So I'll be back. I gotta do my grandpa's medicine.
Yeah.
Yep.
Rip indeed.
No, I'm pretty sure he's already beaten the game. He's just doing side stuff.
As far as I know, I don't think he's beaten it yet.
Okay, well maybe he's doing side stuff before beating it.
Entirely possible. Man, speaking of side stuff before beating something, Chrono Trigger has a lot of side content. Like, a lot.
Yeah?
Especially for a game of its time.
It might kind of be the first, like, somewhat modern JRPG.
Entirely possible.
Just, like, with how much side content there is.
I'm just happy that I have a lot of content with Chrono Trigger because, like, it's a good game. And any time I spend playing Chrono Trigger is time that I enjoy playing Chrono Trigger, obviously.
Hello, fire alarm at 10 o'clock at night.
Fun. I still need to install our new fire alarms, because for some reason my mom is making me do that. Which
Oh,
means it
it's
will
not the
probably
fire
never get
alarm.
done.
Hmm.
It's not the fire alarm in my house. It's the fire alarm in my town.
Oh yeah, I forgot your town is so tiny that they have a fire alarm for the entire town.
Usually, I've been in big towns with fire alarms. And these are really big towns. I've been in
Never
Las
heard
Vegas
of
when
there
they had a
being-
fire. I've been in Las
Okay,
Vegas when they had a fire alarm.
okay.
go off.
I can understand Las Vegas specifically because of the dumbasses who keep starting wildfires.
Well, I've also just been in big towns that just happened.
I've never even heard of there being like a town-wide fire alarm before you, so I know about the air raid sirens, which I am not entirely sure why we call them that, at least in Denver, but they're the tornado sirens.
Hmm.
Do you know? Did you have people call them the air raid sirens, TJ?
No, I have not.
Because I have always heard people, at least in Denver, refer to them as the air raid sirens, which doesn't make any sense.
I mean, if someone manages to strike an air raid here, I'd be genuinely surprised. Because, like...
Yeah, and I mean, that is probably what they would sound.
Most
'Cause
likely.
honestly, I think the procedure for an air raid would probably be pretty similar to a tornado.
Entirely possible, but I would not know for sure.
I mean, we don't have, like, evacuation shelters, so... At least not that I know of. We're not Switzerland.
I'm assuming either A, they're testing the fire alarm, B, there actually is a fire that just happened.
Hmm.
Or
I mean, it's
C,
pretty late. There
just
probably
been a
is a fire.
Well, let's hope that your town isn't going up in flames.
That's probably a single building.
Yeah, it'll probably most likely happen due to farm leaving something burning on accident. That happens.
Hmm.
I mean, there's some farmers who do like a giant burning and keep an eye on it themselves. My dad does that. Now, granted, he lets the fire departments and all of them know, hey, he's doing that, be prepared. Just in case something goes south, be prepared. But
I know a lot of people in Texas do that if they have, like, large pieces of land.
Yeah, which to be
These
fair,
big
control burns are
burn
one of the best
piles.
ways of preventing it from getting out of hand.
and then they mainly do it for the ditches.
Yeah. Well, the burn piles I know of specifically in Texas are like brush that has been cleared out and stuff and just like put into a big pile and then they just set it on fire.
Oh, come on. Alright, we're still safe, though.
Oh, I need a drink.
Understandable.
See, the problem is...
bed.
I didn't say that. I said I was tired.
Oh.
Notable distinction.
So there's a problem. I don't like drinking water. Well, I don't like the Denver water, at least.
Understandable.
So, like, I like never... I like never drink water, pretty much. The problem with that, what I usually drink will be, like, this tea that we'll get. It's Arizona tea, and that comes in, like, a gallon jug. Or sodas.
Yeah.
I do not want to be drinking too many sodas, despite the fact that they're zero, and artificial sugar is literally harmless to you. Unlike real sugar. I don't want to be drinking too many sodas just because of the amount of money we're spending. But also, the only tea we have is green tea, which I fucking despise. So,
good stuff, Ben. Tea drinker out there.
green tea tastes like dirt. Why does anybody like it?
See, I'm just kind of like, I can't drink tea in general. I don't know what's up with me.
Yeah, there's it's like the Arnold Palmer iced tea lemonade, we'll get like the gallon jugs of that, and that's like the one.
Well, we're
thing I
shopping.
drink
What's
other
probably
than soda.
happening is there might be a fire going on in a different town, or nearby a different town, and they're playing the fire alarm to all the firemen know and be prepared just in case they need to head out.
Not a bad plan.
So it's probably gonna be is all the firemen in my town probably gonna meet up at the hall and be ready to go out if they were needed. At least I don't think it's been that dry. We got a whole bunch of rain yesterday, but I don't know. It wasn't even that hot. Freaking like, I know 49 degrees, 50 degrees outside. My bad.
Fucking dare you.
Wahahaha.
Simply unconceivable. That's not a word.
Yeah, I like how I didn't get charged with taxes for buying Jeff Splatoon 3. And funny enough, I even used his gold points and stuff, and the remaining funds he had on his account.
Nice.
They made it even cheaper for me, so I actually paid like $4 less than it actually did cost. And like they wanted to post like your zip code, so of course I typed the zip code where I live. This is what I'm used to typing in. Also, I didn't want I'm like, what's your zip code? I didn't feel like doing that. And they still give me the discount of, oh hey, you live in Georgia, you're fine, despite me typing not Georgia. I'm like,
I mean, if you're buying it as a gift for another account, it's probably just checking their information. I suspect the zip code is specifically for confirming your payment information.
yeah, Splatoon 3 for me cost basically about, actually I can check the email. It cost me about like almost $65. $64.19 is what it cost me to get it because of taxes. I have a tax of $4.20.
Nice.
Nice.
And when I got it for Jeff, it charged me for $56.41. Just finishing those episodes, and I'm just gonna finish that. It's not gonna get super fast. Oh, it's only 4 gigabytes actually.
I'm gonna go get a drink.
Alright, not a bad idea.
I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to come back, because I might just fucking go to sleep.
Understandable.
I'm so tired.
The spooky colors to use while playing the ghost hunting game. The color red for my desk.
What?
Oh, because my brother wanted to play the public beta test of Ghost Exorcism. There's a lot of interesting new features to it.
Man, Jump King. I don't know how many times I've fallen, or how far I've fallen, but it's a lot. It's funny to me how this game that in theory takes like, I don't know, 10 minutes, also has the tendency to take like several days. Because by the time we're done here, I'll have spent 12 hours on this game and still not have completed it. That being said, of course, Jump King is intended to take a pretty decent while your first time around. And even then, I'm not exactly doing this all in a consecutive play sort of thing. Like, I'm literally taking a week between episodes, so some of the rust sets in. I don't know what's up. I'm just like real tired all of a sudden. I have a fix for this.
The excitement. the excitement of winning your 50-50.
Indeed. The fact that I
Now
finally
you-
won a 50-50 in Genshin Impact.
Now all you need to experience is double 5-star.
Is what?
That says double 5-star. I've experienced that.
No, I still haven't gotten a 5-star below soft pity yet.
I have. More times than I had. 5 more times than I can count on one hand. Shocking. And the worst part is, all happens for characters that technically don't actually want. It just happens. Like, I got Hu Tao in like 25 wishes. I didn't actually want her. I just got her because I'm like, yeah, I have like 30 minutes left in the banner. I'll just do one wish. And I got her. Like, okay, you were actually there when I got her. Because then I told him like, oh hey, I have Hu Tao now. I wasn't even trying. It just happened.
Yeah.
Granted, I think my brother had probably the best pity I've ever seen someone have. Is Hu Tao's first banner. He put money. He put about like $40 to get Hu Tao because he really liked how Hu Tao looked or something and wanted Hu Tao. Fair enough. So he went and got Hu Tao, and then I was telling him like, well, her best weapon is to staff a homo, or what everybody's been calling it, staff a homeless, because it's been costing people a shit ton of money to get it. So you probably don't want to try for it. He had one wish remaining, so he said, fuck it, he's falling for FUD. First wish is a 5-star, and it's Staff of Homa. He didn't have any pity in the weapon banner, nor has he ever wished in the weapon banner, and gets Hu Tao's best weapon. First try.
Impressive.
I'm like, bruh.
Hey, Lampman,
Now I
if
have
you're
to play
still
the
here,
game
you
mode.
mind telling me what happened to Tower of Fantasy?
Oh, did the game already die?
I have not heard anything about it. Like, at all.
I know there's just some people watching do Genshin, like, playing it, but like, they don't do much videos on it.
It's like, I've not heard anything about Tower of Fantasy since it came out, and I find that hilarious.
Granted, apparently, Sumeru has been a pretty good update for Genshin. I've heard a lot of people saying this update again is pretty good.
It's pretty neat.
I've been enjoying how Sumeru actually looks. I like his design and stuff. I like some of the puzzles I've found. I like the freaking grappling hook you can just grapple onto to explore a lot of areas. I find that fun because I see mountains. I'm like, I don't want to climb these mountains. See this golden fruit? What is this? Oh, it's stamina fruit. Suddenly, I don't hate climbing mountains as bad.
Understandable. I don't know, Sumeru, it's just
Hey,
like...
stamina.
I couldn't be bothered to explore it, but like, I ended up doing it anyway.
I've been exploring it slowly. I've been exploring a little bit more because I need to do most of the event stuff. So maybe ignoring that. Even though I still have 18 days left, I'm ignoring it.
Speaking of, there's like the last section of the, like, Graven Innocence quest that they've got, like the special event quest going on for this update. I do not want to deal with that personally, but at the same time, I probably should, shouldn't I?
What do you have to do for it? It's the picture one I'm kind of sucking at.
There's another, the very last set of missions is like a whole bunch of side quests you gotta do with their own, like, special dungeons and such.
Oh, it's like testing. I think it's like testing the Denver reactions. I'm pretty sure. It's supposed to be like a tutorial to teach you the Denver reactions pretty well.
No, not like that. Like, I'm not sure if you can see it before you finish everything else.
I just realized, I think I know the reason why I was struggling for 10 out of Spiral Abyss.
Yeah,
Because I went into it with a unbuilt Traveler who I was just using for Denver reactions.
that would do it, yes.
I had Raiden Shogun in that team, Zhongli for Shield, and Kaching.
So what I'm hearing is your
Really supposed
DPS was entirely dependent on whether your Traveler could get Dendro or not.
Yeah, when you use an unbuilt Traveler with like, not even a complete full artifact set on, just random +0 artifacts that do on him. Like, don't get me wrong, when I got the Denton reactions off, I got Aggravate going off. Holy shit, did my electric character start doing shit ton more damage. Like, right should have gone to E for me when I do damage. Natural hits about 2 to 3k. Sometimes it's mostly 2,000. With aggravate, it was hitting like 5 to 6k, so I'm like, ooh, that's nice.
Yeah. Anyways, we got an update on Tower of Fantasy. It's still active, but the hype was coming from Genshin streamers hopping over it. Still doing pretty good, and also haven't been playing it because you've been real busy. Really understandable. I don't know. I couldn't click with it, and then after that, I've not heard anything about it from anyone. And I'm just like, did it just drop off the face of the planet? Because like, I don't get any news articles for it. I don't get any like YouTube recommended stuff. I installed it on my laptop. Couldn't get in because the world was full. Haven't downloaded my new computer. I'm like, I'm like, I don't play Genshin as much as I used to. Like, I'll still hop on, do stuff, but I don't play as long as I used to. I'm always so far behind my kids, still unbuilt well, because I don't spend enough time trying to build them. Even though it's like one of my favorite things to actually do. Understandable.
Building characters just to ridiculous numbers, because I'm a fool like that.
It's like, Genshin building characters, it's like, it's the only reason to play the game. But it's like, after a while, it just burns out.
Like, yes, I know, it's painful to do because artifacts is locking something. But you do get that nice feeling when you actually do get that pretty good artifact that rolled pretty well.
Yeah, it's just a shame that you have to go through, like, literal months of just doing the same thing over and over again to get to that point. Meanwhile, because Melt Ganyu takes the Wanderer's Troop anyway for EM, it's like, you get Wanderer's Troop for doing literally anything else in the game, so I had a pretty decent set right away.
Yeah, I didn't switch it to it until after I had a good set that was totally worth it. Honestly, most of them have pretty high crit damage on them, so I'm like, kind of replacing my Ganyu's artifacts might not be the thing to do. Like, I was gonna get Tendari's signature bow, because I'm seeing people use with Ganyu hitting pretty high damage numbers, but it kind of requires most of that charge attack damage come from the Elemental Mastery. I'm saying, like, I don't have any that high of Elemental Mastery on me. I only have 112. I still do ridiculous melt damage, but I feel like I want to get the bonus of that bow too well. Hence why I said screw it, I won't do that. Also, it's a crit rate weapon, I'll lose out on attack percent, and that might hurt my Ganyu. Hence why I'm saying, like, Ammo's bow won't do that, because Ammo's bow is attack percent bow. Just like Prototype Crescent, so I actually won't lose much if I switch to that. And then I also don't have the pesky perk of it of trying to hit a weak point that not every single enemy has. There's some enemies without a weak point. So switching to a bow that actually has the ability to follow that pretty well is nice.
Yeah.
That's the reason why I want Ammo's bow, but at the same time, it's like, it is the weapon ban. I probably shouldn't push it just because of the weapon ban, but...
See, I'm just lucky I got my Ammo's bow by failing the standard banner. Not even failing, really. Just getting the weapon off the standard banner.
I'll say, I always hear people talk about losing 50-50 to standard banner. I'm like, there really is no 50-50. Like, yeah, they showed that those 3 characters looking like they're being boosted, but everything on there has the same rate.
Yeah.
It just chooses something with you. That's the reason I always said, like, I'm just doing...
And doesn't it, like, alternate between weapon and character for that one?
No, because on my... I have 2 Genshin accounts, I'll admit that. My other Genshin account is completely free to play. No money's been put in at all. No money's going to go into it at all. It's completely free to play. My main DPS for a while was Yamper I had. It's now back to being D-Luke, because I did 1 10 pull and got 2 D-Lukes.
Imagine having Diluc, couldn't be me.
My gut was telling me to do a 10 pull. I was to myself, I shouldn't, no, I shouldn't. I'm like, but I'll listen to my gut, because the last time I listened to my gut, I got a D-Luke. Listen to gut gets D-Luke again, but 2 times. Man, some days my gut tells me I am correct.
Well, so, I have confirmed something, which is my dad's website appears to still be up. At least to some extent. I don't remember if the, like, no slash afterwards URL had anything or not. I feel like it didn't. Yeah, anyways, I've asked my mom to ask around with my dad's friends, like, if there's anything important it was being used for, basically, and also how I might be able to just kind of take it.
Yeah.
Because I should be able to. And, luckily, it is, it's a fairly memorable URL. To be fair, you would have to spell it out. But, well, yeah, you would have to spell it out. Because it sounds like a word, but it is not spelled like that word. I'm not gonna say what it is,
just in case.
yeah, because I don't know what's going on with it at all, and also I'm pretty sure he was hosting it on, like, a Raspberry Pi, so definitely don't want the possibility of a bunch of random people trying to connect to that.
Just burning it up.
Just making it impossible to use the website without,
Yeah.
like, I don't know. I don't know the details of Squarespace. I think theoretically I might actually just be able to use it for free because I already have a URL and don't need to buy one. I'm not sure about that because I think Squarespace does hosting. And I think they might, I guess, you know what? I'm just gonna fucking look it up right now.
Not a bad
I
idea.
don't know what I'm doing.
This stream is sponsored by Squarespace, except not actually.
This stream is maybe soon to be sponsored by Squarespace.
I suppose we'll find out, won't we?
Emphasis on the maybe, because it definitely won't be soon.
This is gonna sound weird, but if there's any sponsor I would, like, immediately just be like, alright, I'll do it for, it'd be Burger King. That's so oddly specific. I know they've had, I know they've gotten into hot water with, quote-unquote sponsorship deals in the past. But, I would unironically take a Burger King sponsorship.
Like a real one, though?
Hopefully, yeah. That being said, it's not exactly like I'm popular enough for that $5 to be meaningful anyway. I don't have donations set up yet, so it wouldn't matter anyway, would it?
They
have
literally wouldn't even be able to.
I don't think you can have donations until some.
Well, no, you can, because donations are done through a third-party extension.
Yeah, I think it's ad revenue that you get on partnership, right? Not even partnership,
well,
like
it's because there's two, and I don't remember what each of them are. There's the first one, which gives you access to bits and maybe gives you ad revenue. I doubt it.
because the first one's affiliate and the next one's partner, isn't it?
Yeah, and partner, I believe, requires you to actually, like, properly sign a contract.
Yeah.
Get access to subscribers, and I think that lets you do ad revenue. But also, I wouldn't be entirely surprised if Twitch has stopped doing that, because who the fuck is running ads on Twitch? Actually, it's been a very long time since I've seen an ad on Twitch.
Yeah. I know Reyes had ads running on his
Ad blocker
streams.
doesn't work on
And by
Twitch.
running on his
Yeah, it
streams,
does.
I mean he'd have a top-of-the-hour ad break.
Ad blocker, I have one for Twitch.
Okay, well, most ad blockers do not, and I'm pretty sure the one I have does not. I do know there are at least some ad blockers that work on Twitch. You know, I've heard the Skulker ad blocker rant. Okay, so... Okay, I think... if you add, it sounds like if you add a domain you already own to Squarespace, you don't have to pay for a year.
Hmm. And this is for their
Um,
hosting? Or...
I assume it says transfer a domain. So yeah, extend your registration by 1 year without additional transaction fee.
Oh, that is terrifying. What the fuck? What the fuck, those fuckers? They're adding a doll that can just randomly start staring at you.
What is this in?
Ghost Hunter Exosystem is
Oh.
only adding dolls that can randomly spawn on the map. And when you see them, they look completely fine, but next moment, they might just randomly start staring at you.
Fun.
That ain't
Oh,
terrible.
fun. See, no, they don't need to add just. They don't need to add just dolls. They also need to add like mannequins and like clowns.
Oh, no, they added how the ghosts can interact with you now. Instead of ghosts just killing you, they can damage you now.
Okay, okay.
Hmm.
They can also make you just have a heart attack, but you can buy a revival kit where your friends can revive you.
Finally,
You can only be revived once, though, so if you die again, you just fuck.
I imported my save data and I think I've got 3 golden tickets.
You did. It was. I thought I'd give those a level, but no. It's gonna be also matching with people who are mainly that skill level you were on Splatoon 2. So
See, the thing is, I did very little online multiplayer.
I did very little too, and yet I'm gonna get some pretty experienced players.
Hmm.
Okay, my last game I popped off.
I
got
didn't know
8
Splatoon
kills.
2.
And on my last game I popped off. I got like 8 or 9 kills. Well, splats. I got the most land covered. I got a whole bunch of good stuff. I did pretty well.
Speaking of
Why can't I have
Splatoon
an
2...
Octoling with a afro?
Or not Splatoon 2, Splatoon in general. Twitch chat, if you are there. There's a non-zero chance that I will be bringing back a multiplayer Saturday to play Splatoon 3 tomorrow.
Hell yeah.
Really just kind of depends on if I can get a full squad or not out of the people I know.
I'm definitely gonna try to be there.
I'll be there.
Nifty.
I mean, there might be an off chance that we get like one person who does show up, so we might have a random person. But
Yeah.
I haven't run into any issues of like my thing completely dying.
I mean, I'd be willing to be there. I'm not willing to buy the game at the moment because I am actively losing money.
It do be like that.
Well, maybe you should get a job. That should help.
Yeah, but like also, no.
Hmm.
See, unfortunately for me, I decided to invest almost all of the money I had and wasn't using, right when the stock market was about to crash because I assumed it had finished crashing from COVID.
Nope.
And then it crashed again. To be fair, I was right, it had finished crashing from COVID. It just, there was a second crash, which was significantly worse.
It do be like that. And
It
this is
sad that Sorry, go ahead.
this is why I never bothered getting into investment. That's all there was.
Is it sad that I'm more excited to actually play the story mode of 3 than I am to play the multiplayer?
No, I don't think that's all that bad. I mean, Splatoon historically has had pretty good single-player campaigns for FPS or
From
for
what-
shooter.
From what I have seen, they have made it a lot more like... They've kind of combined the normal single player with Octo expansion.
Oh, hell yeah.
But also, it looks like they might have kept the difficulty of Octo expansion.
Oh, hell yeah.
So,
Get the normies out of here.
one of the first levels I saw was, similar, although easier by quite a lot, to Can't Touch This Station.
Oh, no.
So, first of all, you can take multiple hits.
Okay, thank God.
You don't regenerate health, though.
Hmm.
And also, there aren't any, like, standard bullets. There's, the stamp enemies now generate, like, shock waves of ink, and you have to jump over those.
Hmm.
New
See,
equipment,
I
revival.
think I got stuck on the one where you like have like a whole ass gauntlet of enemies, like just a constant gauntlet of enemies, and you can't take any points of damage.
Yeah, that's can't touch the station.
Okay.
Because you don't have a weapon, right?
No, I mean, actually, yeah, no, you don't. You have to pick them up throughout the area.
Oh, wait, what?
Yeah, like you don't have a weapon. Like I think it's like it was called girls something.
Oh, girl power?
Yeah.
That's not one you need to not take damage, although you do need to both not die and protect an orb that is in the center of the map.
I don't know. It felt like you couldn't take damage. I think they one-shot at you a lot of the time.
A few of them have rollers, and some of them have sloshers, which might have one-shot potential.
Ooh, I like these equipment updates. Ghost Hunters have received. First of all, new equipment, revival kits, revive players.
I've made it to the city. I need to go find what are their names?
I would not know.
Shiver, something, and Big Man.
Yeah, Shiver, Fry, and Big Man. Yeah.
I really love Shiver's design, and I like Big Man. Oh yeah, so the one...
With Shiver and Fry, so Shiver has more rounded features, while Fry has more points. Like, they're basically, like, polar opposites. Like, with their colors, their, like, actual design. However, they do incorporate some of their, like, some of the other person's design in their stuff. So, like, Shiver actually has, like, sharp cuts in her pants, like, gashes, while, Fry has more rounded stuff on her pants. Like, just... They really tried to tie these two characters together perfectly, and like if you really look at the characters, like and fucking like really look into it, they did a really good job.
We love to see things like this.
So the reason why I was saying I'm scared of two characters being combined into one is I'm scared of Big Man being combined with this one character that I'm thinking about. A character that very much likes going, man. And the only reason why I say this is
Oh god, no!
and the only reason why I say this is because here in Mashma I started playing Splatoon.
Oh no.
Big Man,
God,
That's
no!
That's
Big
the
Man,
reason.
yeah.
I don't want to see Big Man with that chin.
It'll be
I
wonderful.
don't either. That's what I'm afraid because like here Mashma's playing the game. He could totally do it if he wants. Or he might do it if someone asks him to do it. Because I mean Playboy Jalal exists because someone asked him to draw it. And it got stuck in his mind, he made it again a week later.
I know nothing
So,
about Hiro Mashima other than that makes him a legend. Just doing that.
Well, he was doing a live stream, and it was just an art stream, and people could ask him to draw something, and someone asked him to do it, and he said, okay. And he did.
Fair enough.
Hey,
And then it was stuck in his mind for a week.
Jeff?
Jeff?
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay. Do you have any idea how domain names work?
Not entirely.
Okay. Because I'm just trying to figure out, like, how pricing works.
Oh,
I can't-
and for that, talk to Dallas.
Okay, well, so here's what I'm confused about specifically, which is Squarespace is kind of making it sound like you have to continue paying for a domain.
Yeah, it's not a one-time thing.
Okay. That's
The first message I come up across in the Square. Port Splatoon 1 to Switch, cowards.
Well, yeah.
Here we go. Splatoon 1, 2, and 3 all on the same console.
Here we go. Part of Pyra with just like Xenoblade 2, like X and 2 on either side of her face. It's just her face. It's nothing like it's literally neck up, so it's nothing horrible.
Mhm.
And then right next to that is I like women.
Fascinating.
There's another
good for
person.
you, buddy.
There's another guy. I like men.
So
Please
I'm
tell me
gonna
this
have
one's
to-
got like Zeke or something.
And that's the me gunner kissing sand saying why must we fight?
Now we're getting somewhere. Oh god, this is gonna be cursed.
Yep, that's a person just saying your mom with a smiley face.
And people wonder why humanity will be smothered.
This is usually how I know Hero Bash must play Splatoon. Because this is the message tweet he posted. I'm
Oh,
a
no.
Splatoon beginner. Which do you prefer, painting or defeating? Can you tell me if there is a weapon for beginners, Squid?
I fucking like this guy who did art of a bride.
Bowlers.
Really good. Yep, there's a person who just said it's gamer time.
It's gamer
One
time.
egg. Just one egg.
May I offer you an egg in these trying times?
Queen is temporary. Splatoon is forever.
Oh, shots fired.
Yeah, there's some bad ones in there.
Shots fired. And these ones ain't ink.
Ooh. So, by the
Unfollow me
way,
now.
there's a joke conspiracy that Jay Schlatt killed the Queen of England.
Checks out.
Yeah, because wasn't he saying something about he's
So-
gonna go kill her?
9 days before her death, he made a joke about there being 3 days off of school for children in Britain, which is what they would get when the Queen dies, on the 21st of September, to Tommy. He was also in the UK and leaving the UK just before the Queen's death was announced publicly.
Okay, so they brought back the whole like finding a message on a person and then finding it on a wall. So now I have a screenshot of someone's like graffiti on the wall saying "Unfollow me now. This is going to be the only thing I tweet about for the next week."
Nice.
So I've realized a few problems with my idea of using my dad's website.
Yeah.
First of all, one of the things my dad used his website for was custom email. I cannot just keep that running if I move it over to Squarespace.
Mm-hmm.
I think Squarespace does hosting for you, which means I would have to probably host the website myself, or convince Dallas to do it, which I don't think I'll be doing that second one.
Yeah, I'm playing this game on my modded 3DS.
Nice.
Or go through a bunch of shit to get the custom emails working. Now, to be fair, I don't know if the custom emails are going to keep working, so we might have to replace them anyways.
Let's see, how do I invite someone to my lobby? That's my party.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I would not know. On one hand, I think that's something
Oh,
I'd
wait,
have to figure
right.
out if I'm going to do this tomorrow. On the other hand, it'd be much funnier to stream from the first time, like, perspective.
Oh no, yeah. Well, right now, like
Yeah.
Sheldon and I can go ahead and help you figure out, like, you know, how to actually connect with stuff.
Yeah, but I kind of want to open the game just completely fresh.
Understandable. You will like you do have like a tutorial segment. to begin with.
Yeah, they'll take you through a tutorial. There's gonna have motion controls on. By the way, you can turn off motion controls.
See,
But not during the tutorial.
I've heard motion
not-
controls are pretty good in Splatoon, but, like,
They are. I just suck.
I don't
Motion
think...
controls are, like, pretty much factually superior in any shooter, basically, on console.
The problem is,
I mean,
how is
they're
that going to
less
work with a
precise,
Switch
but-
dock using a Pro Controller?
And
It-
The Pro
yeah,
Controller has motion
actually
control.
Does it?
Yeah,
it does.
it works.
It's
out.
very so for at least with my controller, it was very sensitive.
You
There is
can
this-
decrease the sensitivity.
Yeah.
Yeah,
except for
they
that,
would
I
have you
turned
start
it
at
off. I
negative
don't care.
1. They would have you start at -1 sensitivity.
Fascinating.
I think it goes down to -10, though.
It goes down -5. So there is a friend section. I can join friends.
Yeah, right now I'm just trying out
You
my,
can you can see friends who are currently in a game in the lobby.
what does this ultimate do?
Which
Is it a bubble around you? Because if it's a bubble, it's a shield.
Oh, it's a shield? Okay. So I tried putting it down with some of the dummies going through it, and it just did nothing.
It's the replacement for ink armor.
Except your hours could be. It's basically a Titan bubble from Destiny.
Hmm.
Okay. Man, this
Yeah.
lobby area is actually really cool.
Yeah, it's super cool. The fact that A, you can actually like do stuff while the loading's happening, and B, there's a training area while you're waiting for games.
There's a gotcha machine in
Oh, no.
the lobby.
Oh no.
I don't know what's. I think it's just used for like name tags or something.
Actually, I think it might be used for the
Nope.
card backs.
Alright, we're still good.
Yeah, it's called the shell out machine.
Hmm.
So the only way I know of to get the card packs is via the single
Oh,
player
progress?
campaign.
Progress?
Progress.
There's a limited number of card packs you can get inside of Splatoon 3's single player campaign.
Oh boy, wind physics. Have fun, TJ.
Ah, I'm having fun.
I do not know of any other ways of getting.
Okay, looks like I do have to do a match first before I can actually join friends.
Dang.
Or try joining on Meetum?
It just says you're online. I can't join you yet.
Okay, yeah, I'm actually my first match.
No, come on. Either way, we've made progress. We made it to the windswept bluff.
Oh wait, I can drop in. Haha.
And then I immediately fell straight back
Drop
down.
Oh, well, I'm already loading into the match, so.
Well, it says I'm dropping in.
Oh.
It might just mean that you're basically.
Please wait, you
going
joined
to
the
be
next
waiting
battle.
for-
What?
Yeah.
I'll join once the spot opens up.
I believe friends have a lower priority than players who decide to stay. So if all 4 players decide to stay, you're not going to join, I think. Possibly, I'm not sure. No,
I've seen people play with their friends, and their friends have higher priority.
well, but it maybe because it's entirely possible. It's just that people are leaving the matchmaking. I mean, to be fair, it wouldn't make much sense for your friends to not have higher priority. I do love the fact that you can just join your friends completely unannounced in any
Well, I'm
mode.
essentially only be able to do like one match, and they have to go play some Ghost Hunters. It's a pretty big update. That's pretty new though. So. It's the reason
Kill
why
your
they want
brother, then you never have to play anything again. Also,
Obviously, then you hunt his ghost. That's how this works, right?
for some reason,
My house
I
is haunted.
don't know why, but
Hmm.
I said brother instead of brother.
Hmm.
Kill your brother. I don't know what a brother is, but
Kill your brother guilt free.
Guilty Gear. I will still never get over the fact that, that was a thing that happened. Bill Clinton reading a Guilty Gear advertisement in the 90s. As someone who loves
Yeah.
Guilty Gear, that is hilarious to me.
I don't watch the game.
Wait, I think the enemy team's missing a player. They are.
Unfortunate.
they must have disconnected.
Ow.
Come on.
I will laugh.
Nope.
I will laugh it through me on the enemy team. Like, haha, they're not a team player. I am the enemy.
The turns have tabled.
Oh,
The
how
tables have
turned.
turned.
Oh,
That can-
how the
That probably
turn.
will. Magic probably will happen when we play together. Sometimes one of us might end up on the enemy team.
No,
I remember that
probably
happened.
not.
That happened in Splatoon 1 and 2.
Perfect.
It's still your first can stay in, but there's just big have you can just have a little rivalry. Because I always remember like, actually yeah, this did happen in Splatoon 2. Cause sometimes I remember just you, me, May, Jeff, and someone else playing, and sometimes a murder May, like, oop, you got wrecked.
Hmm.
I don't think I ever played Splatoon 2 with you guys.
And I certainly don't. I don't know
I
in
know we did
Splatoon 2.
Salmon Run, and I'm pretty sure we did like 1 or 2 matches.
Hmm.
Yeah, okay, we did do some Salmon Run, you're right. I forgot about the salmon run, but I don't think we ever played anything else.
I got number 1 splat assist for ground traveler. Something else. Okay, why do I just show up as player? Fuck.
Oh, you have to set your name manually within the game for some reason. I don't know where you do that, by the way. I'm pretty sure it's in the lobby,
after you do your first match.
Oh yeah, those are called splash tag. Yeah, okay. I have the folder data on your splash tag. Let's see if we can get that sorted out. Alright.
Alright.
Okay.
Man, I still can't believe I made it to a new area and then immediately fell down. That part I can believe, just not the first
Now
one.
it's telling me to go buy a weapon.
I think you have to be at least level 2 to buy a weapon.
Yeah, I am level 2.
Okay. Yeah, actually, you might be guaranteed to hit level 2 after the first match.
Hello.
Entirely possible. But yeah, Splatoon 2 might be tomorrow. That's crazy.
You mean 3?
Or, did I say 2? Why am I like
Yes.
this? I said 2. Why am I like this? No, but Splatoon
I mean,
3
to be
might
fair,
be...
It's really weird that they released 3 on the same consoles, too.
See, the problem is you can shorten Splatoon to be to like SPLA 2N.
Splatoon.
Splatoon.
Spleen.
And Spla 1. Good old spleen.
They got rid of all my purchases after we buy every single goddamn item now. No.
Yeah,
Let's see
Nintendo told you about this. If you
Yeah,
No. Ghost Hunters. Ghost Hunters.
Oh.
Can I
Yep.
can I find my amiibo card of Callie? Not Callie, Maria.
If this does end up going through and I do get Splatoon 2 tomorrow, or why do I keep saying 2? What is wrong with me? If I do end up getting a crew for Splatoon 3 tomorrow, I will name the stream SPL33N. Spleen.
I mean, if someone else buys it for me, because I'm actively losing money and I don't want to ask my mom to spend more money on me when I made her buy a $1,500 computer. Mine broke.
Understandable.
Hello, bro.
If someone else buys it for me,
We have to
and
buy
I
all of
am
our items again.
willing to stay awake, then
Go to the market. You have
I
to buy.
will absolutely be there.
That's quite a few.
Wait,
Because
yeah,
team
I
size
should
is
be
4,
there.
right?
Team size is 4.
I do know of at least one other person who is getting the game. The question is
I mean,
whether
like-
it'll arrive by then, because they ordered a physical copy.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm willing to be like backup if you want, instead of just like.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna have to find my amiibo cards later.
Hmm.
I think Sheldon said he has the time for 1 match. Let me go ahead and find this weapon shop so I can buy a weapon, and then
Yeah, but like I don't want to spend my own money, and I don't want to try and convince my
Or if
mom
with Dylan.
to buy to spend
I'm
more.
gonna buy one of every item again.
Because, it's like, she probably would, but also,
You wouldn't
again,
want to do that.
I just made her buy a $1,500 computer.
So even if
because
it's something
mine
she would do,
broke.
you just feel bad. Just like...
You
Understandable.
know what's even worse?
What?
We didn't even buy a whole computer. I didn't buy a GPU.
Hmm.
Because I already have a
Yeah.
2060 Super. I was like, that's good enough. I'm just gonna buy, like, a computer that is, like, ready for, like, a 3060 or 70, maybe. And then
What do you want me to be?
just put in the 2060.
I'm gonna go with the splatter shop to begin with.
So Jeff, I just tried joining you and it got an issue.
Well, yeah, I'm not in the lobby. I'm buying a weapon.
Hmm. That would be important.
I like my favorite model too much.
The game literally forced me to buy a weapon. I don't know what told me to
That
tell
doesn't
you.
look.
What?
He's talking to his brother.
What's up, brother?
Someone that needs to die.
Hmm. Good thing I don't have one of those then.
So I'm a brother.
Can you switch?
Unfortunately, I
Also,
am
he's
one of
with
those,
model
and
people.
frankly, I couldn't agree with that
Is it a model
statement under that
Dylan plays
context.
as?
I couldn't agree with that statement more
Now-
under that
Now
context.
try to come, Michelle.
I am the only person that
I'll be
both
back.
Is not and does not have.
He's not gonna be back. He is notably not going to be right back nor back at all.
Hmm. It do be like that sometime, don't it? No! Alright, we're still alive.
Not for long.
Back up to Windswept we go.
Yeah, so yeah, hopefully at some point my mom will look into if there's anything important that my dad's website was doing, and I will get back to you on that at some point.
Hmm.
Alrighty.
I'm not 100% sure how to like do the hosting of it. Because again, I don't want to do that myself
Yeah.
for obvious reasons.
Hey,
Try joining me now.
hello, bro.
Try to.
Nope.
Alright, well, regardless, I'm gonna go to sleep because I'm really fucking tired.
Understandable. Not a bad idea. Good night.
See you guys tomorrow, maybe.
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 We'll find out, won't we?
Probably. Maybe we won't.
Joining.
Oh man, Splatoon. I've never actually played Splatoon.
You have to be level 42 for the shotgun now? Holy shit!
I thought you were trying to join me.
I am trying to join you. Oh, Brandon, you have to be level 42 for the shotgun now.
Oh, you're talking to.
Yeah, go into a match quickly and then I should be able to
Come
join.
on.
As I'm,
Alright.
Brandon, as I'm waiting for Dylan to join, me and Tam's gonna do one match of
Let's see. Regular
Two,
battle
quickly.
with friends. Okay, now I can. Okay, now join me. Okay, create a room. Yeah. 1 second. Okay, now join me.
Oh, there we go. Your eye capsule. Fascinating. I like the new design of holy water.
I for some reason forgot you're not talking about Splatoon. I'm like, there's holy water in
Yeah.
Splatoon?
Yeah. Yeah.
Does it burst
I
into
do.
flames like Castlevania?
It's holy water. How is it holy? I boiled the hell out of it.
Hmm. Reminds me of one of my favorite YouTube
Gentlemen,
videos.
ready up!
Is it diemonster.wmv? Do you know the one I'm referring to? Where it's the, like, Discord tries to recreate the is it Symphony of the Night? No. I don't remember. But the Richter and Dracula die monster scene. Oh man.
Oh, dude, you have to buy the maps. You have to buy the maps too.
Again, not
Not Splatoon.
not Splatoon.
Not Splatoon.
Not spleen.
What are you unlocking, Brad? Oh, the kindergarten map. Oh god.
Back up to Windswept I go. No! I got pranked by the sweeping wind.
Are you an Octoling, Jeff? Or
Yeah.
you,
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
No.
Ah. Damn you, Deku.
What Deku do?
He murdered me.
Hmm.
That was a bad teleport. That was a bad teleport. What did you attempt that teleport?
Oh man. Last shooter I played on stream would have been like Valorant. It's gonna be awful. It's gonna be great.
Portal.
I don't really consider that. Like, it may have been in the first person perspective, and I technically had something that shoots, but like,
Understandable.
I don't think that really counts.
No, at least this platoon, all you have to do is shoot the ground and you're doing something.
Indeed. Finally, a target I can't miss.
A target that gives you points. Even if you do miss. How fuck- Ooh, one dude is tricking each other.
Unpaid carbon rollers already.
Whoop! Oh, the slosh bucket!
Nope.
Ah!
Rollers hurt.
Ah, fuck! I
Hmm.
didn't realize you died last second. I teleported to you. That was unfortunate.
Unfortunate indeed.
I like to drop it. Oh, dualies. Ow. Yeah, this team has got me wrecked.
Ow.
I always try to make sure we get some sort of comeback. I've learned painting the walls do not count.
Oh my god, rollers hurt.
Wait, do walls not count towards coverage?
Nope.
Huh. I always figured they would for some reason.
You think they would. You think they would, but in reality, when you look at the top-down view, you can barely see the walls.
I suppose that would check out, wouldn't it?
You know, spawn. Let's see what it was.
Oh, them by literally 2%.
Nope. Alright, we're still alive. We're still alive.
Number one Trizuka user.
Man, I'm so glad that I finished Portal. Because now I hear Still Alive whenever I say Still Alive. And it's such a
Yeah.
good song.
Those
It really is.
Those are the elements just what you can do because those hunters.
Yo,
I know I could totally squeeze in another because Dylan's not here,
yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do another match.
Hmm. It's like, I love it when a video game soundtrack goes way harder than it has any need or right to. And, like, the Portal endings are so iconic.
They really are.
but you haunt this place to the name of the Lord. Oh, I didn't want it.
Hmm.
Up, options, graphics.
One of my teammates is named Toji Sim.
Hmm. And back down to Bargainville.
Risk Arena is a, it's a
roguelike.
It's a roguelike, basically.
Third-person shooter, looter shooter, roguelike.
It's a third-person looter shooter roguelike, and sometimes runs can take an hour or 2 hours to do, depending how good you are.
Other times they end in like 5 seconds.
So you can be in there for a while. You can now shoot Tiger Eye.
No! How'd that not go?
Oh. There's a flashlight.
That was too far.
My ears.
You didn't need them anyway.
Because the shadow ghosts are apparently can only be seen by flashlights now.
Checks out somehow.
What the fuck is the evidence? What the hell?
No! No! Oh man. I'm not sure whether it's the game or my brain, but I'm getting some slowdown in some wacky places.
Level's medium. Poltergeist is low, which probably will something is.
All things considered, probably the latter.
That was a bad teleport. Oh, please tell me we flushed this last second. We did.
Man, I've done this so many times that I'm actively getting worse at it.
Understandable.
Suppose that's how things go sometimes, isn't it?
Indeed. I think I'm gonna do one more match and then probably head to bed for the night.
Understandable. Not a bad idea.
Yeah. Tomorrow, I hopefully it's raining tomorrow, so that way I don't actually have to like go outside and do all sorts of work. But I would fast script to screw me over. However, tomorrow night I should give it a go. That's the month anyway.
Remember, so at least when holy water hits the ground and we miss, at least it still acts like a trap.
No, why am I stupid? Alright, we're good. I'm not gonna lie, I think I might be ending this one like half an hour early too, because I'm not in it today. I don't know what's up. I'm like, I feel my eyes drying up at just how tired I am, and I'm like, this ain't right. This is not normal.
This will affect the trout population.
You know, on the bright side, not getting Jump King done right away means I have time to stall until Half-Life and Black Mesa go on sale.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? That's the ultimate reason to stall. Damn it, Jeff. Whenever I say ultimate now, I just think of Danganronpa titles, like, you know, the ultimates.
Yeah.
What would the ultimate reason to stall in character form be?
Um. Hmm. I do not know.
And
Like,
frankly,
that
I don't
is,
think I want to know.
That is a tough one. Trying to figure out there.
On another note, I'm not going to ask what your favorite character is, but what's your favorite ultimate just that exists?
I'd actually have to go through the wiki to figure that one out. Because,
Understandable. There's a lot of them, aren't there?
Yeah, there really are. There's something I'm so bad with Splatoon, and that is like just staying in the ground long enough to
Reload.
Staying in ink long enough to reload. Yeah.
Yeah. I can't imagine, like, myself being very good with that either. Because, like, the thing is, I instinctively reload after every shot I take in other games.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't...
Staying, taking time to do it. Like,
yeah. Like, there's not a button and I can move around, like... Well, I mean, you can move around while reloading in Splatoon, but, like, you have to be squid form.
Yeah.
I don't know, I think either way, Splatoon might actually finally be an FPS... Well, not even FPS, because it's not for... You know what I mean. A shooter game I can enjoy.
Because you don't have to kill enemies, you can just fly up the ground and get points.
Not even just that, but, like, I feel like the level of precision required in Splatoon is, like... I can't really say much lower, because there are still, like, you know, setups with precision for instant, like, splats and stuff. But, like, I feel like the average precision required is lower, but you still get those, like, actually just wait for things to line up and, like, do everything just right and you get rewarded. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, so Sheldon, the gotcha machine gives you ability chunks that you take to merge.
What the fuck?
I hate this slope.
Understandable.
I cannot tell you how many times I've just fallen off of it.
I have the cemetery US
Like
house.
that.
Oh,
You don't have to tell me. I'm here.
Just like, I've seen. I would at least like to make it back up to where I started this episode at the, I don't even remember what it's called, but the, like, Great Chasm or whatever.
Yeah.
Great Frontier, I think? That's what it is.
There's two people in the same model. Oh, the hair's not... Oh, hey, your hair's not as blue with it.
Alright, I've made it to the Great Frontier.
Oh.
Now to see if I can make it back up to the Wind. And if that'll save my progress there like I think it will. Why am I like this? No. Why? Don't ask. Come on.
Yes, thank you, Splatoon. Thank you, random Splatoon people. You're definitely asking the real questions here. Is it possible for a yaoi boy and a yuri girl to be together? Like, okay.
These are indeed some questions.
I just saw someone that drew an Among Us character.
Oh no.
With the caption of Am Gus.
Am Gus?
Am Gus. Not even Among Us, just Am Gus.
This is frustrating. Alright, I think I'm ending once I make it back up to Bargenberg. Because I am not awake. If I make it back up to Bargenberg. Wait, what?
Then I'm getting that point right now. You know, you said you're not awake. God damn. I found the one that Sheldon was talking about earlier. That's my turf, I don't know you!
That is my turf! Oh god, I love King of the Hill. You know what? Actually, we're gonna give it one more shot to get to the frontier again, because that's
it's
where I started
quite-
this one.
It is quite literally like an edit of Bobby Hill as an inkling.
Oh,
That's my turf. I don't know you.
I don't know how to feel about Bob Ink Hill.
Bobby Hill.
How do you feel about Bob Ink Hill?
It's interesting to say the least. I can't buy anything yet there, so I don't know what they do. But there's a general store. I saw I could buy a cup.
Hmm,
Like I could buy just some random stuff.
nifty.
Mhm.
Diet slosher.
Diet sludger.
I mean, I don't know what else you'd call a cup in the Splatoon world.
I mean, you're not wrong. Well, I guess a slosher is more like a paint bucket.
Yeah, and a cup is just a smaller bucket if you think about it in a really weird way.
And someone has drawn a chibi version of May as an England.
Oh, what?
A chibi version of May from
Mhm.
Guilty Gear as an England.
Checks out. Anyways, we've made it back up to the Great Frontier, and I think I'll be ending it here for today. Thank you all for watching. Wait, no, before I bring up the end screen, right, I need to go ahead and pause so I can reveal the results. We've been at this for almost 12 hours with 23,000 jumps, almost 24,000, and not 26,000. That'd be impressive if I had more falls than jumps. No, 2,600 falls. But yeah, some fascinating things have happened today. Namely just in conversations, not really in content. But I did get a sneak peek at the next area of the game, being the windy place that I immediately fell out of.
Indeed.
But yeah, thank you all for watching. I appreciate you being here, and be sure to tune in tomorrow for what could possibly be some Splatoon 3. I definitely didn't almost say 2 again. Monday for some...
just say spleen.
Yes, Spleen. Monday for some Chrono Trigger, and Wednesday for Super Mario 64 on the 3D All-Stars collection. And of course, Friday again for more Jump King. But yeah, thank you all for watching. I appreciate you being here. And do my co-commentators have anything to say?
Yeah, go check out Jess Gaming Emporium. Totally not a self-promo.
Definitely not.
I do review type videos. I've been working really hard on them. And although I don't have one coming out this week, I do believe I have one coming out next week. The support would be really appreciated, especially considering I'm having to buy yet another fucking license for Filmora just so I can continue my art. I say art, but no one thinks it's art. So I'll call it my own art. You know, like, I'm trying.
Yep. And if that is all, then I shall see you all next time.